Since you have personally experienced being a non-traditional, describe some of the anxiety issues that you struggled with.
Okay, sure. So for me personally, some of the anxiety that I had is I was an older student. I was a single mom, and I was also working full time. And so class, while it was very important to me, it it sometimes had to take the third seat to my child or my job, and we're very much a traditional student campus, and so faculty are great, but for them, your goal needs to be your classwork. And so sometimes whenever that didn't come first, it was a struggle, and it really felt overwhelming too, because I'm also very much a person that I want to make very good grades, and I want to be a solid student, a very strong student. And so that was difficult for me. Getting classes at times when I could take them was a struggle for me, and that's sometimes overwhelming. But I think probably just feeling like sometimes I felt inadequate, because it's like, I know I'm a smart person, I'm an intelligent person, and I really have no clue what's happening right now in this classroom. I do not know what that professor just said. And not feeling afraid to ask questions. That was really hard to speak up in class and say, I don't understand. Could you restate that, or could you give me another example? So just feeling comfortable asking questions in the classrooms. And it wasn't because the faculty didn't make me feel comfortable. It's like I'm the old person in the room, so they're going to think, oh gosh, that's the old person asking questions. So,
well, as you know, I can totally relate.
The biggest transition and the hardest transition, I think, for students, freshmen and non-traditional, are our commuter students, because they're not living on campus. And so it's trying to find that connection with them, getting them involved. Because one of the things that we see that really cuts down on the anxiety and really increases retention and graduation is involvement of our students. And so if they're not living on campus, so they drive here and go to class, but then they have to leave and go to work, there's no connection. So they're not even here for the after hours things or any of those kinds of things that help them identify as a U of A student, other than, I go up there for a class once or twice a day. And so so being away from home, definitely. Commuting, definitely, because they're not making that connection.
Yeah,
So.
I can relate to that.
Yeah.
We've covered everything I'd like to know. Do you have anything that you'd add personally?
Okay. Yeah, I just think that it's good for faculty and administration to be aware that while we are still very much a traditional student campus, the majority of our students are moving more toward non-traditional routes. And so starting like with transfer students that are going to start at a different college and take prerequisites for many reasons, or just making that transition from high school to college, but not really wanting to leave parents before they get to the four-year institution. So just being more aware that the nature of our student has changed, and the type of student that we serve changed, and we need to change to keep up with that.